You have a child with this woman. Y'all live together, but y'all ain't together. What is wrong? Like, men are scary. Could you imagine living with a man, hunching, drinking this man's children juice, procreating with this man, and he outside telling yeah, he live with you, but y'all ain't together? Like, men are scary. Men are scarier than 100 gorillas.
VVS, I just turned the water on. Big old flex, shit you never saw before. These niggas chasing me like waterfalls. Keeping on my lip, truck look like bread.
What's up, guys? It's your sister, Jessie Woo. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure that you subscribe, so you can join the Black Women's Tribe during Black Women's Haitian Flag Black Women's Month, during Black Women's Nursing Black Women's Month, during Black Women's We Getting Our Mental Health Together Black Women's Month. Yes, God. I hope you guys are having a great May so far. I know I'm having a good one. All right, we have a new dating show that I want to talk to y'all about. Okay, Netflix done did it again. Ooh, they done did it again, okay? They have given us another dating show. Now, before we get into the dating show, please like this video. Did you like the video? Okay, good. Just want to make sure you liking the video, okay? Also, those of you guys who weren't able to book a woocation spot for my woocation that's coming up in Ghana, I have opened up more slots, okay? So if you want to join me in Ghana for Dirty December, here is how you can do that. Woocation, the Ghana edition is here. I'm so excited, y'all. We are going to Dirty December in Ghana. Y'all know I have been talking your ears off about going to Ghana, and I am so excited to finally bring it to you. And we're going to do all the fun things that you saw me do when I went to Ghana 2 years ago, back to back, y'all. Please go to woocationinghana.sortedchalet.com to book your spot. You do not want to miss this, because baby, once it sells out, it sells out. I cannot help you. I cannot. All right. So I will see y'all in Ghana. Again, go to woocationinghana.sortedchalet.com, and I cannot wait to see you for Dirty December. Liam and Rosa, they met each other when she was 18. They've been together for 10 years. They were together for 10 years. I think that they've been broken up for at least like a year, I believe. But they were together since the time she was 18 until the time she was 28. She says immediately when they started dating, this man was cheating on her. But he admits to kissing someone, nothing else. However, she says that not only does she know that that one kiss is not the only time that he cheated on her, she has receipts. And she just wants him to be honest, or else she's going to leave.
If he can't be honest and he can't give me what I want, then I'll have to say goodbye.
So Rosa and Liam meet up. Immediately she brings up the cheating allegations, right? She's like, listen, I just want you to tell the truth about the cheating. And he gets to gaslighting her immediately. He says, man, you know you got jealousy issues.
You know that we've always had issues, especially with your jealousy.
That's the real issue. The real issue is you, and your jealousy is jealousy. And she's like, I mean, of course I'd get jealous. I mean, can you blame me? You would do things with your female friends who, mind you, apparently he had a lot of female friends, and he would do things with his female friends that he wouldn't do with her, i.e. take them to family functions. Like, can you imagine being in a relationship with somebody for 10 years, right? And this person, family cookouts, he bringing his homegirls. Thanksgiving, he taking his homegirls. Family fumes, homegirls. Family baptism, homegirl. And not taking you? Like, how do you expect her to feel? Of course she's going to be jealous of that. But also, sir, take accountability for the fact that her issue was perpetuated by you. So he starts crying. He's like, listen, I can't do this anymore. It's been 10 years. I just want to move forward. Like, do you want to move forward or not? if you don't want to move forward, like, I'm leaving. I'm like, he pretty much gives her an ultimatum.
Ask yourself, are you willing to move forward? If not, I'll leave now.
Gaslighting Olympics. We are at the gaslighting Olympics with Liam. So then she says, listen, tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Aside from the kiss that you've admitted to, have you ever cheated on me? And he's like, no, no, no. So then she pulls her phone out and she says, who is this hoe?
What is this? So who is this hoe?
Do you know this girl?
Do you know this hoe? The episode ends. So now we're on episode 2, and we start off with this conversation that we left off at with Liam and Rosa. She just gave us real Kenya Mortiz. Do you know this hoe?
What is this? So who is this hoe?
He denies it, and she goes on to say, listen, like, her best friend knew the girl, was out with the girl the same night that the girl ended up sleeping with her man. So even with all the receipts that she presented, he still denies it. She presents him with the receipts, not only the picture of the girl, but also text messages. He still denies it.
No,
You don't know her.
no.
So I'm waiting for Rosa to get her happy ass up and leave. And she doesn't do that. Girl, stand up. Like, what? Girl, what are we doing, sister? This is your cue to leave. His tears have dried up, and he actually gives her an ultimatum again. And he says, listen, like, we were together for 10 years. Like, why do you think you didn't end up with a ring on your finger? It's because you're letting all these outside people come in and butt into our relationship.
I was considering putting a ring on that finger and taking it to the next level.
It's because you got all these outsiders meddling in our relationship and you're allowing them to do. Mind you, she just gave this man receipts, text messages, pictures.
Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, everything.
So he lets her know, listen, like, I'm not going to take none of this shit no more. It's either you want to move forward or I'm done.
Trust me, just tell me, man, I'm done.
So that's that.
That's the ultimatum. You either want to move forward with me, Olivia, or you don't.
And he gets up and he leaves. No accountability whatsoever. No apology whatsoever. Nothing. Jazz and Craig. So Jazz and Craig talk about their relationship. They were together a total of 9 months. Everything was cool, except for just one little detail.
Eventually, I had to tell Jazz that I was still in a relationship with my daughter's mother. That was the beginning of the end.
Hey, 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 hey. Ewo. Could you imagine? You know what's crazy? This was so triggering for me. If you watch my vlogging channel, Just Another Day, I've given a story time where I talked about dating a man who I didn't know was married and him telling me once I had the receipts that he was married, because I found out from a friend of mine that his wife was my friend's cousin. This man told me, I mean, we married, but we ain't married like that. Like, you know, I sleep upstairs, she sleep downstairs. Like, just insanity. Insanity. And to hear that this man said the same thing to this woman.
To know that someone can live like this whole double life, it's scary. You said that you was living with her and you're not together.
You have a child with this woman. Y'all live together, but y'all ain't together. What is wrong? Like, men are scary. Could you imagine living with a man, hunching, drinking this man's children juice, procreating with this man, and he outside telling bitches, yeah, he live with you, but y'all ain't together? Like, men are scary. Men are scarier than 100 gorillas. But it's finding out that Jazz asked this man to leave his baby mama. Like, girl, what? What are we doing, sister? Like, what are we doing? Why is that even an option? Like, there's no relationship. If a man could lie to you like that, can you imagine what else this man could do to you? If a man could put you in a situation like that, there's no telling. There is no telling what this man could do. So what? So anyway, he never left his baby mama for her. So that's why we're here. And I just love this stupid ass, you were the right girl, but the wrong time.
And before I knew it, I got caught up, and he was the right person at the wrong time.
Then here she goes saying, I thought I was the girlfriend. Whole time I was the side chick. And he was like, no, you were never the side chick. Like, are y'all okay? That man is still lying to you. That man is still with his baby mama. That man is still with his baby mama. And I'm going to tell you something else. That man got a baby on the way somewhere. Just look at that man. Please, just look at Mr. I still live with my baby mama, but we ain't together. It's not giving honesty. It's not giving faithfulness. It's not giving integrity. It's giving heartache, pain, broken coochie. That's what it's giving. It's giving high blood pressure. It's giving, I gotta let this man borrow my car. Like, it's just giving everything but a solid relationship. Jazz, run for the hills, please. I can't. I can't. And I can't even feel too bad for you because I just can't. I can't. He gets her to admit that she still loves him, and he lets her know, listen, like, if you give me a chance.
And if I'm given this second chance, you are the right person at the exact right time.
Girl, go ahead and fall for that shit if you want to. It's not going to end well, sister. It's not going to end well, okay? Dan and Rebecca. She gave a story about, how their relationship was going so great. Everything was going good. She left Newcastle to go be with him in Wales. Now, I don't know nothing about no London. I don't know nothing about the Europe people, but I do know that Princess Diana, the motherfucking people's princess, I know she was the princess of Wales. So big up to all the Wales niggas. Well, big up to all the Wales non-niggas. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with y'all a long way. So anyway, she says she moved over to Wales to be with this man, and he gets caught up texting women's in Ibiza. Is it Ibiza or Ibiza? I don't know, child.
I got caught out messaging other girls in Ibiza. Rebecca woke up in the middle of the night going through my phone, crying next to me in the bed.
So is it me or Dan just looked like the most unsorriest man ever? This man did not have a sorry bone in his body. He did not give a damn. He did not give a damn. Okay? Immediately they start talking about the Ibiza hoes. And he was like, listen, I held hands with them hoes. I was partying with them hoes, but I did not cheat on you with them hoes. And she doesn't buy it.
When we're walking through the clubs and stuff, we're holding each other's hands.
Mm-hmm.
When we're dancing, we had arms around each other. But I don't class it as cheating.
And here he come after she says, listen, I saw all the receipts. Here he come. Well, I just felt like I wasn't good enough in this relationship because you was talking about you want a man who could take you out on trips. You want a man that could spend money on you. Lo and behold, guess what he was doing with them Ibiza bitches?
I think we went on, one date, which was probably for my birthday, the whole time we went out.
Where do you think I have the funds
But this is what I was saying. You spent all that money in Ibiza. It's a point that I was never a priority.
During his relationship with Rebecca, he took this girl out only one time, and it was for her birthday. But he was in Ibiza spending money on hoes. He was taking bitches to the club, boat rides with bitches, making plans with bitches that involve what? Spending money. The math is not mathing. The math is not mathing. See, that's why women, we should never settle. Never settle. Never settle. Trust me, that man who's telling you that he can't spend money on you, money's tight, when he gets with the girl he really wants, he's spending money. He's spending money. The brokest men will pull their wallets out for the women they really want. Clock that. Clock that T. The brokest men will spend their last on the women that they really want. Okay? Clock that. All right? That motherfucker wouldn't even take you down to the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity on a regular basis, but he took his happy ass on down to Ibiza to spend money on bitches. Have y'all been to Ibiza, whatever the fuck? I went to Ibiza one time. One drink was like $40. A drink. $40. Okay? That's not a place that you have to spend money there. You have to spend money there. Okay? So yeah, please. So then he's like, you know what? I just got scared, okay? I got scared. And she's like, why didn't you just say that? Instead of making it seem like, you know, I'm the reason you went to go cheat on me. And he's like, listen, do you want to stay together or nah? Do you want to get back together or nah? Like, what is it? What's it giving?
Like, so why are you here? Do you want to actually get back with me or what?
Just want you to just acknowledge that you've done wrong.
Do you want to let me continue to cheat on you or nah? Like, what is it giving? Girl, run for the hills, please. Run for the fucking hills. This ain't it. Connor and Lucia. Connor and Lucia were together for 4 years. There was one day when I think she was like on a trip or something like that. Mind you, like 4 years, they were planning marriage together. They were planning kids. There was like one day, I think she was supposed to be out, maybe on a trip or at work, but she ended up coming home early. When she got to the crib, he had another girl in the crib.
The girl was still in my bed. Just started panicking, said to the girl, listen, try and go in the attic. I thought I got away with it, but a week later, Lucia found her watch under the bed.
Had this bitch hiding in the attic. I really would love to talk to one of y'all hoes who be doing that. Like, if you watching this video, if you or somebody you know has ever been the bitch in the attic, drop in the comments, let me know. Let me know, because I can't relate. I would love to know, like, the mindset. So y'all you hunching this man, and all of a sudden there's a knock at the door, somebody comes in, and this man tells you to go up into the attic. What is going through your mind? What is going through your mind, sister? I really want to understand that psyche. I can't relate, but I want to understand that psyche. But anyway, they meet up and she's like, you know, I just want to know why you did what you did. And he's like, I was young.
I was young.
I don't believe the whole, I was young and immature. How can you go from speaking about kids to sleeping with someone?
Okay, y'all was young and dumb, but y'all was having grown-ass conversations. Planning a wedding, planning marriage, planning children. And he goes on to say this.
Buying a house, I feel like that really just put pressure on us. Maybe not from your side, but from me, I felt like, yo, okay, this is like a bit too much.
And I just, again, why are you biting off more than you can chew? I don't know. I just feel like it's just, why waste your time? Like, why waste her time like that if you know that that's not something that you were ready for? You know what I mean? And why cheat? Why not just break up and say, you know what? I'm not ready for this right now. Why not just be single? Because you don't want to lose access to her. That's what it be. So anyway, they're having this serious conversation, and all of a sudden, he starts asking her these weird ass questions.
So you haven't been speaking to no one else in there, no?
No.
Okay, good. I did wish, you know. I thought I was going to have a lot of school, you know.
Oh, shut up.
Like, what's going... Are you okay? Are you okay? Anyway, the couples are back in their villas and they're having dinner. You know, they're asking these pretty cheeky questions to each other. Like, you know, if you could see yourself with anybody in the villa, who would it be? And I'm just like, see, and here go the bullshit. Here come the bullshit.
It could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bullshit.
Here comes the bullshit. I could see it coming from a mile away. And you can see Rebecca C and Mr. I still live with my baby mama, but we ain't together like that. You know, it's some flirtation going on. It's some googly eyes going on. And I see where this is going.
Rebecca, who would you pick if you had to go on a date with someone? Come on, quick.
No, I'd pick Craig.
I'd pick Rebecca.
I need another drink now.
All right, so we're on to the next day, and Paul meets with the couples, and he lets them know, listen, like tonight we're going back to the reckoning room, and actually you all will have the opportunity to choose whether you want to stay in this experiment or keep it the fuck moving. And I'm just very intrigued by that because remember, Liam and Rosa, you know, when she was going into her meeting with him, she was like, yeah, if he doesn't own up to the cheating that I know about, I'm leaving. She ain't leave. She ain't leave. But then you had Liam who gave her an ultimatum and he left. So I'm interested to see how that's going to pan out between those two. All right, so now we're at the reckoning room. We're in the reckoning room and Amberly and Kieran. This is just wild because he flat out asked her this like crazy ass question.
Well, so yesterday you told me you fucked someone else. So explain some of that.
Bro, I think first of all, you need to be addressing that a lot better, man.
I got asked if I can ask a question, so I've asked a
I
question.
hear that, but there's ways of conducting and the words that you use, bro.
And it was crazy to me seeing Liam jump in like that. Like, okay, like you not fighting that hard for your own woman. Why are you fighting for what's the tea? Is that something you like to share with the class? Is Amberly the other woman? Is Amberly, who is this hoe? Like, what's going on? So anyway, Amberly and Kieran are going back and forth, and it's very heated. He wants to know if he wants to know what happened between her and her ex, right? And she's like, yo, like, I visited my ex when we were done, like at the very end.
3 months after that, he had 3 girls around his house and kissed him.
But you went back to your exes and that's cheating. In your eyes, did you cheat on me during our relationship or not? That's all I want from you, yes or no?
It's wrong for me to go to my exes.
That is when I visited my ex. And she asked him about the 3 girls that he was in the hotel room with. And again, he gives this stupid ass story that nobody buys.
You're spending a night with girls in bed. There's no way nothing ain't happening.
I'm telling you now, nothing happened on that night.
Like, seriously, nobody buys that a man would go buy a hotel room to go take a nap with 2 to 3 women. Like, it just makes no sense. I'm not buying it. Netflix ain't buying it. Paul ain't buying it. The other people ain't buying it. My subbies ain't buying it. Okay? I can't. Okay? So they're going in all these circles and circles, and Paul had to step in and be like, listen, Linda. It's pretty simple. Did you cheat on her or not? Because you had Kieran trying to, well, I mean, if I just slept with them and we didn't have sex, it's not cheat. Did you cheat on her or not?
Kieran, have you cheated on Amberly?
Yes, I've cheated.
And finally, he admits that he cheated, okay? Then we get to Amberly because Kieran still feels like, even though it was the end of their relationship, he feels like her visiting her ex was her cheating on him. But she's like, but nothing happened. And he doesn't believe that. And so Paul had to step in on her and say, listen, would you consider that cheating? If he went to go visit his ex while y'all were together, would you consider that cheating? And she's like, yes. So she had to admit that that was cheating.
By going to his house, I would say that's cheating.
No. I just wanted to wait, hold on. It's still to this day. No, you haven't. 1 second.
But is it me or I don't agree. Because by the time that man did the hotel room thing, that was even after he had women come around the home that they lived together in. So to me, I don't know. I'm Team Amberly on that one. Like, okay, like, I just don't agree. I don't agree. Let me know what you think. I don't agree. Biggs and Rebecca, right? Again, this is just an odd couple to me. I don't understand it. But anyway, she is pissed off about him cheating on her. And, you know, he finally admitted why he cheated on her.
You wanted to part your life. I wanted family, right? We wanted different things, so I was preparing myself from heartbreak, you get me?
To me, it's just like, so if y'all wanted different things, why not just break up? Why are we down to the cheating retreat now? Like, why not just break up? Why cheat? And she said that, they had a very good relationship. However, she broke up with him because she felt like she fell out of love with herself. And I'm going to tell you, sister, the fact that you were with him was a sign that you were not in love with yourself, that you didn't love yourself. This makes no sense. This man is extremely immature. He's not your spec, okay? Anyway, though, as she's talking about her journey and everything, you got Mr. I still live with my baby mama, but we ain't together, consoling her.
Relax. Speaking from your heart.
What is going? Baby, if I was Jazz, sweetheart, you would have to explain that shit to me. What's all this? What's all this? So then Big says that this is their first serious conversation, which is crazy because what conversation was y'all just having yesterday?
We've never had a serious conversation like this before. Even seeing you cry is like, it's a shock to me.
The immaturity, I cannot. So then Paul brought up a good point. He talked about how, the fact that this man did not recognize that this was like a serious conversation, like did not recognize that their previous conversation was a serious conversation. Actually, didn't recognize that all their conversations in this experiment so far had been serious, is a sign of how a lot of men just have not been equipped with the verbiage to address serious matters and to share their actual feelings, share their emotions. And I thought that this was so good.
Unfortunately, a lot of us men grew up in situations where we weren't given the words to emote. I was taught never to cry. And I'm sure a lot of you were raised in a similar manner.
I really like Paul. And to be honest, I don't think he needed a co-host. Paul could have hosted this on his own. We don't really need, what's her name? Amanda? She don't need to be here. Paul could have did this on his own. I really, really like what he brings to the table. Anyway, Big says that he wants her back. He wants Rebecca back. And she's like, I don't know. And I'm just thinking, of course you don't know, because you got Mr. I still live with my baby mama, but we ain't really together like that, consoling you. I see where this is going. I see where this is going. If you've watched the show, please don't spoil it for me in the comments. I have not seen all the episodes. I've seen only the episode that you see me talking about. So please don't spoil it for me. And anyway, you know what? I'm going to stay about the comments. How about I'm going to just do that. I'm going to spare myself and I'm going to stay about the comments. Lucia and Connor, Paul asked them, how did they think the conversation went? And he's like, oh, it went great. It went great. Mind you, this man was asking her if she was cracking anybody in the house.
You asked me if I'm cracking on with anyone here.
If she had sex recently. What's going on?
Connor, what I see is an insecurity, which, by the way, every human being has insecurities. But the question is how do we cope with the insecurity? You know how you cope with your insecurity?
How?
You say stupid stuff.
I love that Paul checked his ass on that. And you know what? Now when I look at even like my dating experiences, men who be saying stupid shit, it's actually a reflection of them. I've always known that, but it's actually a reflection of their insecurity. That really just opened my eyes to. I never put those two things together. So I'm really happy that he called that out. And when Paul called that out, you had Connor, who was able to admit that, you know what? This is all embarrassing for him. But again, Paul said something to Lucia that I thought was, oh my God, it was so good. It was so good.
Don't set a low boundary and say, oh, Connor, jump over this low boundary for me. Don't do that. You set it high and you make his ass work for it.
Okay.
That was so good, Paul. So good. So good. So good, so good, so good. So damn good. Good. Campbell soup good. And I feel that women, like when we're watching these shows, and even like when we're taking like the stuff that we see on these shows and when we go into our real life and we're dating, we need to be able to implement, like we don't have to learn every lesson. Sometimes watching these people on these shows, that should be the only lesson you need. Like the fact that Paul said that to Lucia, every woman should take that away. That should be a takeaway for every woman. Make the man in your life work for you. Men love standards. Contrary to popular belief, men love standards. Even if you go back to the other Rebecca with Dan, right? She let that man date her and not take her out. Meanwhile, he knew when he was in Ibiza, if he was gonna be out with bitches, he had to spend money. He had to spend money. You in Ibiza with these bitches, you have to spend money on these hoes. There's no Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruit. No. Those are the standards for those women. And he stepped up to the plate. Every woman needs to know that. You need to know that. Your standards are not too high. And if a man has issues with your standards, that's not your guy. That's not your guy. Period. Steph and Andre going back, it's like watching a tennis match. I just honestly couldn't really keep up. She mad, he mad.
6 months. I've even tried to tell her the truth. Are we hearing that?
Absolutely. What a valid reason to be though.
Valid reason. You
bro, you cheated on her. What do you mean?
And you even smiling like it's funny.
Wild.
And then you have Mr. I still live with my baby mama, but we ain't together like that. He chiming in. I couldn't. But basically, their back and forth ended with Andre saying, listen, I'm here to fight for this girl. I'm here to fight for you.
I'll fall on my sword and say, yes, the biggest mistake of my life was ever cheating on you. I'm here to put back the pieces and fix what we had and even make it better.
Do y'all believe him? Because I don't. We get to Rebecca and Dan. And I don't know who this man is and what he's done with Dan. Because what is this, honey?
I realised that I am the problem and I'm the one that's caused a lot of issues within the relationship. I just want to say I'm sorry for everything I've done. All you ever wanted was to be loved and have me just be affectionate towards you. And I wasn't able to give you that towards the end of the relationship. So I'm extremely sorry for that.
I was shocked. A total 180 from that sit down. I was shocked. I think Paul was shocked. I think everybody was shocked. The network shocked. Twitter shocked. Thread shocked. Bitch, y'all shocked. I'm like, what's going on? And Paul said that this was a well-structured apology. That is how you apologize.
I hate seeing you cry. You don't deserve to be made to feel that way. I know I need to work on myself to be better for us to move forward. And that's why I'm here in this retreat.
The apology was so good that Rebecca started crying. You know, that man was able to acknowledge that he was the problem. He acknowledged how, you know, his cheating made her feel. He also let her know how he planned on changing his actions. No notes. Okay. Let's see if you really bought that. I don't know. I don't see it for Dan. I don't see it for Dan at all. We get to Tegan and Sean, and immediately Sean made this whole thing about him.
It's really emotionally affected me.
it was unexpected and I wasn't like ready for it, so I wasn't able to like speak properly at certain points.
Okay, but you saw me in absolute bits.
I can't. I can't with the homeless man. I just can't. I can't. I don't see this going anywhere. And to be honest, I think that Tegan, you have a lot of personal work to do. I just can't get over the fact that you let this man move into your home within weeks of meeting him on Tinder. I can't get over that. I'm so sorry. We get to Jazz and Greg, and Jazz is shook because Mr. I still live with my baby mama, but we ain't together like that, is giving this really heartfelt apology. I'm talking about he apologizing, he crying with no tears.
I want to say I'm sorry for everything I've put you through. I just want to show you that you mean everything to me, and I don't know what to do, but I'm willing to do anything possible to do that. And I need you to understand that.
I mean, it's really heartfelt, but do we believe it? No. I do not believe this man at all. At all. And I'm sorry, I really foresee this man showing his entire ass during this experience. I hope I'm wrong, but something tells me I ain't. Liam and Olivia. Immediately, she lets us know, like, she feels as if she was the bad guy for pointing out something that she knows is true.
I came away from that conversation feeling like I've done something wrong. I was in shock with what was coming out of your mouth. You deflected the whole situation onto me.
He deflected. He made himself the victim. So much so that you had Jazz step in like, I'm sorry, I'm not understanding what's going on here.
I don't get it. Like, she literally showed him messages, and then he completely flipped it and put it on her and was like, oh, if you're going to bring this up, then I'm going to leave. Isn't that the whole point we're here?
And might I just add, I'm kind of shocked that Liam is here because he gave her an ultimatum. Like, he told her he was done. So I was just wondering what the fuck he was doing here, right? And so as I'm wondering that, you know, again, he's deflecting. He's not taking any accountability for what he did. And Paul steps in and he's like, you know what, Liam? You did something, you know, earlier today or yesterday. You gave this woman an ultimatum.
You issue an ultimatum. So I want to give you an opportunity, okay? If you want to, you can walk out right now. The door is right here.
I'm here to give you the opportunity to stand on your words, okay? You said if she couldn't move on, mind you, she's letting you know she cannot move on because you need to acknowledge the fact that you did cheat on her. She has the receipts. Since you are not acknowledging that, here's the door. What you gonna do? You leaving? Are you leaving? And that's where the episode cuts off at. What do y'all think about the little Cheetahs Retreat show? I think it's good. I think there's potential here. Maybe I just have to keep watching. I think that this setup is quite interesting. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this where cheaters are coming back. I mean, maybe I'm just having a brain fart, but I can't think of another show that was similar to this at this moment. I might be wrong. Drop it in the comments and let me know if you've seen another show that's similar to this. But I like it. I like the setup of this. I think Paul should have hosted this on his own. The kangaroo lady, she not really adding much to this. It's giving Love Island, but I kind of feel like all these dating shows are trying to give Love Island at least like certain aspects of Love Island, and I get it, but it's just y'all never gonna give, like, it's not gonna give Love Island. I think there's Love Island and then there's Temptation Island. Those are the top two for me when it comes to just, but again, I haven't watched this entire season, so we'll see. But so far, I like it. Let me know if you still want me to keep continuing to review it. But, until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe, share the video with a loved one, and I'll see y'all next time.
VVS, I just turned the water on. Big old flex, shit you never saw before. These niggas chasing me like waterfalls.